All right, here we go. Happy Friday, Knicks Nation. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Els from Nick of Time Show. Knicks lose 123 to 111 to the Zion-less New Orleans Pelicans. It was a 3-point barrage in the first half that seemingly the Knicks just could not recover from. Jay Ellis, this one was an end-to-end L for the Knicks tonight. Obviously missing our two heavy hitters. We just couldn't get the key stops and just had no offense tonight, man. What'd you see out there from the squad?
I saw, like you said, man, we were missing the two heavy hitters. It didn't help us that they were out. You had like we have like the number 5 or 7 at this point, best 3-point shooter in the league, and he's out the game.
Yeah,
no handles to rely on offense. So all we had was Taj Gibson.
Taj, welcome to the party, Taj. Yeah. Finally.
Taj Gibson's chipped in game high for the Knicks, 19 points, 8 rebounds. He was like no Julius, no problem, at least in the first half. Yeah, the second half, there was no real steady diet of anybody.
Of anything.
Supplement that scoring. And I kind of felt like there was a key period in that second half, too, when JJ Redick, I felt like JJ Redick in particular was getting pissed that he wasn't getting calls.
Right.
And I think because he was pissed, he started making these ridiculous shots in his face, and that's when I feel like the lead just ballooned, and we couldn't really recover.
Couldn't recover, man. And how about Brandon Ingram, man? 4th year in the league. He's putting the league on notice that he has arrived. Rumors of his demise have been greatly exaggerated, JLs. This kid is he's in his KD bag, bro. He's scoring from all 3 levels. Yeah. Not afraid, and he's playing strong. He's still wiry thin, but he's playing a lot stronger than he's been. Very confident out there, and he was just having his way with the Knicks, man. He destroyed us tonight. We tried him with Portis. We tried him with Knox. Obviously, that was never going to work.
No.
And you know, Brandon Ingram, man, he just destroyed us tonight. Completely destroyed the Knicks tonight, man.
I was so scared when I'm seeing things like Portis guarding run on the island and the clear out. Jesus Christ. I was like, oh, this is not going to end well.
28 and 9 for Ingram, 11 for 18 from the field.
And you didn't even notice it.
Smooth.
Like you noticed it, but you didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a forced game. It was within the offense. Everybody shared the ball so well on the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Swing, three. Steady diet of that all night, and our secondary defense was never really out there. You saw that horrible 3-point defense by Knox just now.
Oh, it was terrible. And let's get on. I mean, you know, listen, this team was outmanned and outgunned, but Kev, obviously his contributions or lack thereof was pretty glaring out there. I don't know how we get Kev back on track, man. His confidence is way off. He's about 1 for 9 from downtown in his last 3 games. Defense, he's completely lost out there. He just looks like a deer in the headlights, man. I know he's young, but Kev is struggling badly, bro. He's struggling badly out there.
Yeah, and it's funny because when Miller first took over, I felt like Miller was actually calling a few plays for him, at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think he's doing any of that anymore. It just seems like he's gone away from it. And he seems like he just needs a little bit more attention, a little more love on the offensive going.
Yeah.
And defensive end, what happened, man?
He's lost.
I felt like he was taking some steps forward.
He's lost,
and he's spiraling out of control. He's spiraling, and people get on me for hating Kevin Knox. And listen, man.
What do you think? How do we correct? Do you think G League? I mean, we're not using the G League how some teams, you know, don't mind using it. But I mean, maybe a stint in the G League might do him some good. I don't know, man. I have no idea how to get this kid back on track. Is it the minutes? Is it the lack of minutes? You know, will it really matter? I just don't know, bro.
I don't know either. I don't know if it's a communication thing or what. He needs something. I know the lack of minutes sometimes when you don't have minutes, it throws you off your rhythm. Even with Marcus Morris being gone, Randall being gone, you look at his minutes tonight, and what did he play? I think 15.
Played 16 minutes tonight, 2 for 8 from the field. But I mean, did it really matter? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. How much more minutes you want? You want to give him 30 minutes?
Now, I mean, absolutely not the way he's playing. No, absolutely not. Like, Jesus. At some point, I mean, after the All-Star break, yeah, but who knows what the Knicks are even thinking about?
Yeah.
All-Star break. I don't know where they're going at this point, but Knox needs help, man. He needs to call Bernard King, call Patrick Hughes,
call somebody, man.
Call somebody.
Call somebody, man.
I know he's close. I know he's real close with his parents.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Call Pops for advice. I hear he gets up shots before games. Man, look at film before games, man.
We got to get Knox back on track. I did like the action that Frank and Mitch had going in the first half. They had the pick and roll going quite well. Didn't see as much of that in the second half. What you think about Frank's effort tonight, Frank and Mitch?
Frank, the pick and roll in the first half is like, man, it just realized like, wow, why haven't we been doing this all year? I like the connection. I like that Frank is getting a little bit more aggressive on his drives.
And you saw that last game as well, Utah game as well.
Yeah, and even though he's not necessarily shooting on the drives, just the fact that he's just getting into the paint area, and I think that's because Miller is kind of emphasizing paint touches for his guards, that he's mentally
he is
getting more aggressive in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. I like the synergy with Mitch. And hopefully that continues. That's the one bright spot I can see that you can kind of take away from today was that little crossover and then the dunk.
That was nice. He tried to give his team a spark in the third. I mean, he came in like damn near at the end of the third. I didn't understand what that was about because Peyton had nothing going tonight. His 3-point defense was atrocious. His shooting obviously is always going to be atrocious. I respect Peyton, but he can only do but so much. We know that, JLs. He can only do but so much. And tonight he was just getting carved out there on the perimeter between Ingram, between Lonzo Ball, Nikhil Alexander, whoever it was, man. They were just shooting over him, having their way with him. Yeah,
I definitely feel like he leans on Elfrid Payton too much because he's a vet, and I think he trusts him a little bit too much. And sometimes he needs to realize when Frank is having an effect on the game.
Right.
Leave him in there a little bit more.
Yeah.
When he's having that type of effect on the game. And I don't know what it is with the younger guys in general, but he needs to be more cognizant of when they're playing well and keep them in.
35 assists from the Pelicans tonight. 3-pointers, 18 for 38 for the Pelicans. They're third in the league in 3 points made. So that is their calling card. 5 for 27 from the Knicks. Absolutely putrid on the other side.
Putrid.
Absolutely putrid, man.
Yeah, it's definitely day for the SAT words.
Yeah. I mean, this was supposed to be a battle of the developments, and you look at the Pelicans. Obviously, they got much better return for their top big man than we did. Clearly. Yeah. Clearly,
but I mean, they had a better big man too.
They did have a better big man. Let's just be real. They got a better big man and they got a better return from him. But look at this team, man. You can't help but be impressed, man, with Ingram. Lonzo Ball last 6 games has been incredible. JJ Redick being the veteran on that team. But how about Hayes? Jackson Hayes absolutely demolished us out there tonight, man. Absolutely killed us out there, bro.
Yeah, defensively, he was just kind of everywhere. He just stopped everything from going into the paint.
Yeah.
And even us, we couldn't really stop anything going. Mitch, 0 blocks today.
Yeah, Mitch had a rough night. Even Okafor dunked on him. I didn't like that, JLs. I
didn't like that, too.
Yeah, that didn't sit well for me for a couple minutes, man. I was stewing for a little bit. Like, man, Okafor got Mitch tonight. I didn't like that, bro. I didn't like that at all, man.
Shot blockers get got every once in a while.
Yeah, everybody get even Mutombo caught his fair share. We know that. You know what I mean? He still caught the finger wags. He was still swagged out with it. But yeah, I didn't like that. That one didn't sit well with me, man.
It definitely didn't. Defensively, I wish we stepped up to another level. We really didn't take away anything, as Mike Miller would say. And then we couldn't keep up on the offensive end, especially with 3-point shooting. Knox 1 for 4 from 3.
Yeah.
Our 3-point shooters, Peyton was 0 for 3. RJ 1 for 4 from 3. Bobby Portis 0 for 2 for 3. Bullock 2 for 6.
Bullock. Well, you know what, with Bullock, some of his shots were just trash. Let's just be honest. Like, he hasn't had a good game since the first game, and we figured that. But some of his shot selection, sometimes he was trying to play hero ball out there with the threes, and it just wasn't working. Then Ellington Ellington, we're trying to showcase you for a trade. Help us out, man.
No, he wants to stay, CP.
He wants to stay. He wants to stay in New York. Ellington completely sabotaging my trade wishes. Trying to make me justify why ISO's on the bench. Ellington has been an abomination, JLs. Terrible, bro.
Oh, my gosh. Because you want to talk about shot selection. Every time I see, every time I saw Ellington put up a shot, I'm like, why? What prompted you to think this is the shot to take? It wasn't open. There's a guy draped over you like a cheap suit. What is happening?
Ellington killed us, man. Ellington killed us.
0 from 4.
Yeah.
Knicks 18% from 3 collectively.
Ellington absolutely killed us, man. I thought Doc gave us some good minutes. 18 minutes tonight, 7 points, 3 from 8 from the field. I thought that was all right tonight.
Listen, man. I'm a Dot fan. Listen. I don't know what Dot did over the summer with a bad shoulder. But I'm telling you, man, this guy is a lot quicker, and his handle is a lot better than it was last year. Yeah, I don't know what he did with a bum shoulder and how he worked out and got better at his handle and his quickness, but he's gotten to the rim and finished at the rim a lot better than he used to. And I'm happy to see that. I mean, he didn't have a spectacular day, but it's just little things I noticed.
Little things.
It's crisper. It's way crisper than it used to be.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. So 123 to 111. Knicks go down. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Happy Friday. Hope you guys got a drink in your hand or something. You know, it's Friday. You made it to the end of the week. So
yeah,
it's been a tough week for the Knicks. Tough stretch. Knicks 10-29 on the campaign. Jay Ellis.
Yeesh.
You know, whatever your vices are, I'm not advocating drinking. So whatever your vices are, man. I hope you guys are into it tonight, and hopefully we'll keep you guys entertained, man, because it's been pretty rough. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, we got a couple super chats coming in. Michael Parker, #1 fan of the show. He sent us, he set it off, JLs. He says, Kev gotta go. He's tired of Kev. Tough. You know, I'm not trying to bail on Kev right away, man, but it's just like, it's tough. It's tough to see him struggling like this, man, because I just don't know. Last year was a rough one for him, and he started this year quite nicely, and then he's just taking a trip south, bro, completely south. Yeah,
like he was noticing passing lanes. He was noticing open men's better. He still has that little bit of where you can see the open man and get those passes there, but I don't know. Everything else is falling apart.
Everything else is falling apart, man. Everything else is falling apart. Speaking of Kev, let's go to Tucson from Lancaster, PA. He wants to talk about Kev. So since we're on topic, Tucson, what's going on, man? Just turn your volume down.
My bad.
You're good.
All right, y'all can hear me good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, before I get to my point, man, I got to mention, my phone is telling me we got 249 people in the chat, and we got 21 likes on the video, man. My fellow Knicks fans, man, we got to show some love, get them likes up.
Tucson is calling out the chat, Jay Ellis. He says the chat needs to come alive, and hit that thumbs up button for you boys. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. We come through, win, lose, or draw, rain, sleet, or snow, Jay Ellis. My man Tucson is trying to support us. Hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, and support Knicks Post Game Live, CP and JL on the Nick of Time show.
Please, yo. And if you send in a KLT show super chat, money is going to my video editor. I'm not even getting the money.
Yeah, it all comes back to the channels, man. It all comes back to the channels. But Tucson, you back on. Go ahead, bro.
All right, man. All right. I've been watching I've been at work for the last 3 shows, man. So I got a little bit of a rant I've been holding out on. Now I got the chance to go off real quick, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right, floor is yours, homie.
All right, yeah. So, like, about a week ago, I had tweeted KnicksFanTV and John Macri about Knox after that one Denver game. I mean, I wasn't doing one of those, we should have never drafted Knox things. I was just asking for your thoughts, like on his offensive versatility or lack thereof. I mean, because at the end of the day, it don't matter who we should have drafted or whatever, because we got Knox. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to like address, like, there's always going to be people trolling nowadays, talking about trade Knox, trade RJ after a bad game, all that. Like, we need to kill all that noise. And that, because, I mean, at the end of the day, he's young. But at the same time, we can't excuse him being young. Like, we can't excuse what he's been doing out there for that. Like, you could look at other young players we got. Like, you know what I mean? Saying we got RJ. Every time he's on the court, even if he's having a good game, he looks furious. He got his game face on. He's ready to go. People talking about we give Ntilikina more chances than we give Knox. I mean, Ntilikina always offered something. He always had defense, hustle, and court vision. And then even D-Dot, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times he's been benched and even sent to the G League, but every time he get on the court, he's ready to go. Knox is not showing that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to make the call, I would either get rid of Portis ASAP and throw Knox to the fire, I mean, sink or swim, or put him in the G League and be like, yo, don't come back until you drop 35 on somebody. Something like, you know what I mean? Like, because the G League, I feel like there'll be less pressure on him and he could get back to his game. Like, I just want to see him post up one time, do a little step back, stop trying to drive on 5 people with your head down and throwing crazy layups up.
Nowhere to go. It's true.
Play ball. Just, get back to playing ball. That's all he needs.
True story, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, JL's, a lot of it is like Toussaint was saying. Okay, yes, Frank has his holes, but his awareness is there. His IQ is there. You know, he's gonna try to make the right play. He's not a complete lockdown defender, but he's not gonna get beat all the time. You know, he's not gonna make that dumb play. Like Kev, his IQ is just completely in space sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Which is a problem.
Space cadet, man.
He's a space cadet, you know?
Man. I be trying not to go off on Knox, me. I try not to.
I
be trying, man, because he's still a young kid. But like he said, the thing about Frank, why people like Frank so much, Frank, like the guy said, even with Frank not playing good offensively, you know he's gonna bring something night in the NBA.
To try to make a winning play. I said to try to make a winning play.
Yeah. You know, at the very least, he's going to give you solid defense, and he's going to hit the open man, and at least you know he's going to do that. You don't know what Knox is going to give you night to night, or some of these other players. There's no skill to rely on. So, I mean, at this point, it doesn't make sense to trade Kevin or anything.
What do you get it? That's what I'm saying. None of these young guys are giving you anything worth a return. They're not worth it. So I don't even throw that in the vocabulary because they're not bringing you back anything unless it's just like, I don't know. These guys are not giving you anything, man.
It might be time to get Iggy with it, though. It might be time.
Yeah, let's get Iggy a little burn, man. He came into the Jazz game on his birthday and he had a quick dime, had a quick and one. You know, Iggy's not afraid of the moment, and he plays a bit smarter.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said before with Frank, there's certain plays you know they're going to give you something night to night. And I know Iggy he's a lot more aware on the defensive end of the court.
Yeah.
He has his little, post-up move he likes to do. I'm not sure if it's going to work in the NBA with these bigger guys, but I know at least he can shoot and he can play defense. Let's see what he got.
Let's see what he got, man. Bring Ignatius up here, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Like Toussaint said, there's a lot of people in here watching. You got to support us. Hit that thumbs up. Text your friend. Share these videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Leave a comment in the chat. Let us know how you guys are feeling tonight. It's a rough night tonight. Let me finish going through the super chats because a couple came through, and I definitely want to salute our people who support us. Who else? After Michael Parker, Matt M sends us a super chat. He says Knox looks like he needs a change of scenery. Yeah, to the G League, not another team. I'm not ready to, just completely bail on him at this low in his value. You know what I'm saying, Jails?
Yes, it's a fact.
That's to the G League. My guy Brett Wells, what's going on, Brett Wells? He says, CPJLs, what up? Just a salute to us, JLs. No other comments. Just want to say what up. Bad Book One. He's a Bulls fan, but he's a KnicksFanTV fan. He says, salute to all the Knicks fans. Knox is a mess. Time to go. He's not NBA ready yet. My guy Leon Johnson sends us a super chat as well. I can't read a comment, but I will be able to in a minute. So salute Leon Johnson for a super chat. And Robert Paris sends us a super chat, J. Ellis, which is a good segue to what I want to get to real quick. He says, we don't need Andre Drummond. We don't need Andre Drummond. Perfect comment. Not hiring Griffin was another Knicks mistake. I think he was referring to David Griffin. But J. Ellis, on that Andre Drummond topic, was it me and you talking about that? Or was it me and CK2K? Yeah. Please, Knicks, do not in a million years trade for Andre Drummond. Absolutely not, JLs. I will not go for that whatsoever, bro.
Nah.
Whatsoever.
Here's the thing. I feel like he's better than what you say he is, CP, but that doesn't mean I want him on the Knicks. Like it just doesn't make any sense. He's a center. We already have a center who we want to be the center of the future. Why we don't need to just keep taking more and more minutes away from people we want to see in the future. He makes $27 million. No. After that, he might.
Yeah, how much more money you think he's gonna want after this?
Yeah, we're gonna have to sign him because I feel like people saying he might opt out. And then when we trade assets because they're saying that we have to give up. They're interested. They're Detroit. They're trying to clean house.
Exactly. They value him so much, JLs, that they want to clean house. That's all you need to know about this guy. He's not an impact player. That is my point, man. That is my point. They have 0 playoff wins with this guy there since he's been there. Okay? He's coming in with 2 years left on his contract. Gonna look to re-up. You already have Mitch here, who's your prototypical positionless basketball center. Look at what Jackson Hayes just did tonight, JLs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at what Jackson Hayes just did to us tonight. Andre Drummond, he's a good player. He gets his numbers. He gets his points. He gets his rebounds. He's ferocious out there. Do not get me wrong. But what I'm saying is he's not the guy that can give you that versatility that you need. On the offensive end, he doesn't space the floor. On the defensive end, you're not going to be able to switch with him. So what is the point? Why block Mitch with Andre Drummond?
Nah, it doesn't make. He's not $27 million worth of good.
And then invest that money in him. Makes no sense.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it just makes no sense to me. Now Shams is saying that that the Knicks held exploratory talks for Drummond, just inquiry, but Bagley makes it seem like there was more to it. Bagley makes it seem like they're interested in Andre Drummond.
Scary times. This is scary. This is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find tape of them saying how they wasn't going to trade assets for people. Like I have to find that tape because I know Detroit. They're not going to want Randall, and even so, I wouldn't trade Randall for him either. Like I know, no. Randall is on a friendlier contract. He can at least spread the floor a little bit. Like it doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense, man.
Makes sense.
It just does not make sense, man. Look at how these teams in the NBA are playing. They are playing small. They are playing more versatile. It doesn't mean that that's gonna be what it is forever. You know what I'm saying, JLs? I don't want to put it that way. Like the league is just going like smaller forever, and you still can, even if you had a lineup of Andre Drummond, Marcus Morris, and Randall, you can still take advantage of teams with your size. But the large majority of the teams in the league, they're going smaller, bro. More versatile, much more smaller.
Yeah, it makes it like it makes it so you can't. It really doesn't make sense to have most of your cap tied up.
Yeah, exactly.
And a bruising big man when most teams are going small and he's gonna have to be out on perimeter.
Exactly. Yes, you have some teams. Philadelphia plays bigger, right? Toronto goes with Gasol at times. But the large majority of the teams, man, they're coming with more versatility down the paint. You didn't even know who New Orleans big man was tonight. Right? Favors was just in there doing his thing. Yeah. But then you had Alex Hayes. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And the thing is, too, like it would be nice to have a bruising big man to kind of battle these big guys like Drummond or Sabonis or Like it would be nice to have one of those, but definitely not for no $27 million when we have
not for the money.
Most of them, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, not for the money. That's all I'm saying. Not for the money.
Yeah, let's bring up Wooten. How about that?
Yeah, how about we bring up Kenny Wooten? Send Ellington packing and get Ellington and get Kenny Wooten in here.
Free Woot, man.
Free Kenny, man. Because also in the news, and we're gonna get back to the call. Salute to everybody in the chat, but also in the news, JLs, is that there are multiple teams interested in Kenny Wooten.
Boo!
There are multiple teams interested in Kenny Wooten. So while we sit here,
stay away
and talk Andre Drummond, Kenny Wooten. And let's not overrate him. Let's not overrate him.
I'm not overrating him. I'm just saying, Steve Mills, Scott Perry, if you do not call up Kenny Wooten, I will never forgive you.
Let's not overrate Kenny. But let's say that we are interested in the prospects of having Kenny on the team, right? Is that fair? Fair to say?
Yes. Very fair. Extremely fair.
That's all I'm saying.
Fair, CP. Damn, it's fair.
That's all I'm saying. We want to see what this kid can do. That's all I'm saying. And the Knicks are at risk of losing him.
I'm tight. I'll be tight. I'll be so tight because we had him here for the G League. We had him here for the summer.
Yeah.
Mad hype. He had Knicks gear posted on his Instagram. Got it taken off his Instagram once he found out he was part of the team. To lose him to some 10-day to some team, we had him all the time and grooming him and snatching balls out the sky off a block. Man, I'll be so tight.
Yeah. I just don't I don't understand. And tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow at 12, we're gonna have my guy Chris from Ridiculous Upside is gonna be on the show. He covers the Westchester Knicks extensively, so we're gonna break down more Kenny Wooten, more Lamar Peters. We're gonna break down just the whole process because the call-up process for the G League is started January 5th. So we'll see how that impacts the Knicks and what they're gonna have to do to get some of these guys up here. So you guys make sure you guys tune into the show tomorrow at 12 noon. Eastern time. But yeah, JLs, I was just curious as to why Ivan Robb got that two-way deal and Kenny didn't get the two-way deal because Kenny was killing it in summer league.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Alex Wolf about that last week, and he was saying that he thinks it's a Fizdale Connect thing, like
Memphis, because Ivan Robb came from Memphis.
Yeah, that might be like a Fizdale holdover. So maybe that's why even more so why Kenny was kind of sour because he felt like he's a lock for the team.
Interesting.
Fizz probably just was like, I know a guy.
Yeah, that's interesting because based on my research, Ivan Robb wasn't known for his defense. So I don't know, just interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, man. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Let us know what you guys think about the Andre Drummond trade rumors and Kenny. What do we got to do with Kenny, man? Leave us a comment in the chat, and we'll read some of those chats in a second. All right, JLs, back to the phones. Let's go to our guy Will from LI. Will, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? CP, how you guys doing today?
How
you feeling, man?
All right.
Good. Listen, man, I'm happy you guys got to it because I was just about to say no to Andre Drummond. It makes no sense. I saw it. I was just like, this is stupid. And then I saw, Begley on it, and I'm just like, what's going on here? This makes no sense. We got our guy and Mitch, obviously, and then we just probably need a second big man, and obviously Kenny Wooten's doing his thing. So he could have definitely been that guy that we need. It makes no sense to bring the Brinks truck for a guy in Andre Drummond. It makes no sense, honestly. And I really, and this is only a testament to why we could get rid of Steve Mills. Like, I don't remember the cat that always calls in just to make sure that we remember that. Steve Mills got to go.
Delano.
Mills got to go. Yeah, Delano. Yeah. My man Delano. But I wanted to get to what I wanted to talk about because I saw the homicide interview you did the day before. Good stuff. And I know it's early to talk about the draft. I want to talk about the draft a little bit. I didn't know that you would want Anthony Edwards in terms of going for a straight point guard. Coming to you, CP. I didn't know you would take him over a point guard.
I would, bro. I would 100%. I would 100% take Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. Same here.
I would. Bro.
I mean, for me, it's like knowing as much trouble as we have at point guard. I would think that's what we're going in the draft for. So I would definitely look at LaMelo Ball. I know Cole Anthony's hurt right now. And then I know after that it kind of goes downhill, but it's just like I didn't know that you would want to guard in the rotation. If we did get Anthony, don't get me wrong. I mean, he looks like a beast, but it's like if he came through, well, we're sliding RJ to the 3. If Knox is still with us, he's definitely coming off the bench at that point. Because we all know he's not.
That's exactly what I want to do, man. That is exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
Listen,
all right. I just want to clarify.
Yeah, I'm with you. Listen, I'm with you 100%. We have a lot of needs. That's the problem, yo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, JLs? It's not just point. Yeah, we need point guard, but look at it. Perfect example tonight. We had nobody that could create their own offense. At all.
Man, put the D Allen, man.
At all. Anthony Edwards is going to be a star. That I can tell you.
Oh, listen, if you,
I haven't done the super deep dive into the drafts yet, but from the eye test I've seen, Anthony Edwards looks to me better. Hasn't look better than anybody else, right? And then I've heard some people actually say as well that as far as tiers, it's Anthony Edwards and then everybody else.
Yeah,
that's what I've been hearing.
I mean, if you all I'm saying, if we do go for Anthony Edwards, it's basically KO for Kevin Knox, especially if he's playing like this.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because if you trade Portis, Portis, which I'm trying to do, and if you trade Morris, which I'm trying to do, and maybe bring back Kev can still have a role on this team. Anthony Edwards is your 2. That's your 2 guard.
As a bench player?
Yes, Anthony Edwards is your 2 guard. I mean, that's your 2 guard. So I'm not. Right. That has no impact on Kev. Kev is still coming off the bench.
But that you slide. I mean, I thought the hopes with Kev is like, yes, he's coming off the bench, but eventually, in a future role with the Knicks, he would be starting
at the 4,
possibly. Sliding between the 4 and the 3. Randall's at the 4, so it's just like, well, is Randall going to be a long-term possibility? That's why it's getting clogged up a little bit. It's like when you start adding guards instead of point guards, it starts clogging up. And at that point, we still need to fill a need. Yeah. But ultimately, the question was going to come to, when CK2K was filling in for Jay Ellis, he brought up the idea of Lonzo. Lonzo's been killing it lately. I mean, I don't know what if you'd be willing to do a Lonzo trade, to have him in there. But, I'm going to leave you on that. And, keep it pushing. Great work, guys. Take care.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Well, what do you think, JLs?
About bringing Lonzo? Or just the idea of knocking him off the bench doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. At the expense of getting Anthony Edwards, please. Kev will have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Kev will have to figure it out.
Listen, I'm losing no sleep over that.
Yeah, I'm not losing sleep over that. My thing is, listen, we need a point guard badly. We know that. But there's different ways that you can get one. There's guys in the league right now that you can get. Maybe you do get it in the draft. Maybe you get it in the draft later in the first round when you trade Marcus Morris. Maybe, right? Maybe. In a deep point guard draft.
And then that's that's kind of basically why you even want to trade Marcus Morris in the first place, man. Because right now we have 2 first rounders from Dallas. Another first rounder would give us 3. Maybe we can use one of those 3 to get a point guard, a better caliber point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to even use that draft pick to draft somebody per se, but it could be packaged to do something else.
Right.
So it's like, there's a lot of ways.
There's a lot of ways. All I'm looking at is right now I'm looking at RJ, who is a piece that I want to build with.
Yeah.
That can't shoot to save his life right now. Maybe that improves in the long run, but maybe he's just more of a slashing type playmaking guard, which is still not a bad thing. But I need that guy that can score from all 3 levels, JLs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We need that guy in the perimeter that can score from all 3 levels. And that's why if it came push to shove and Anthony Edwards is there and one of these point guards is there, I'm going Edwards, bro.
Yeah, me too, man. And in reality, until RJ gets a jump shot for real, I would really like to surround him with shooters.
Exactly.
I really would like to surround him with shooters.
Exactly.
Even next season, let's say hypothetically next season, RJ jump shot gets better, which I hope it does. I still don't expect it to be like some elite Steph Curry level.
Exactly. And that's why you can move him to the 3 as a point forward. You know what I'm saying? and still either sign another point guard, trade for another point guard, or just continue to wait. Again, I can still deal with a Peyton on the second year of his deal if I got Anthony Edwards in there and I got RJ in there. You're still building. You know what I mean? You may not have your point guard of the future just yet, but at least you got a cornerstone wing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So to everybody in the chat, man, what do you guys think about that so far? And Will was referring to the interview that we did with Corey Homicide Williams, the voice of the NBL. That video is up. If you click on the eye icon in the upper right hand corner after this show, obviously. But that interview is there, and Corey, who covers the NBL extensively, he's the color analyst of the NBL games, JLs, and we talked about RJ Hampton and LaMelo Ball because obviously they skipped college to go down and play in the NBL. So he was it was an interesting interview, man. I can't lie. It's a very interesting interview. He's got a long motor, I'll tell you that, but he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. And he's very passionate about what he does. He's certainly trying to be an evangelist for the NBL.
Okay.
And quite a few former NBA players down there in the NBL. And a lot of these guys from the NBA that used to play here, they're going down to the NBL and they're investing in these teams, JLs. They're investing in ownership in some of these teams. So you got guys like Aaron Brooks. You got Miles Plumlee. You have Scott Machado, who played for the Lakers last year. There's quite a few former NBA players that's going down there and trying to not only play in the league, but also, establish themselves as investors in the league as well. So
that's what we need to do, man. We need to get our bread up so we can invest in the NBL team.
Ownership is where it's at, man. Ownership is definitely where it's at. Also, JL, I want to touch on real quick the Randall situation. So there was a little bit of speculation about Randall's whereabouts. After the Laker game, people had leaked these false rumors that him and Perry had gotten into it. People had sent me messages about it, asking me if I heard anything, and I can confirm, obviously, and Breen did confirm tonight that he had a death in the family, and which is true. So all those rumors that him and Perry got into it or there's a trade imminent, that's not true at all.
Yeah,
that's not true at all. He was actually in Dallas last night in the gym, decked out in Knicks gear, so he's ready to come back. But I think it's
figured it was a death in the family.
Yeah.
When they say personal reasons, I usually figure death in the family.
What it was that Berman's tweet on the matter was like he went into a private room and left pissed off and didn't talk to nobody. So then somebody had responded to that and was like, I was at the game. Him and Perry was going at it. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, so he put some extra sauce on.
Berman put the sauce on it, and then that person took the liberty to make up some elaborate BS story. And then people ran with it. But no, Randall, he did have a passion in the family. He was out in Dallas last night working out, decked out in Knicks gear. So he's totally committed. All right. And man. So we wish him all the best. Condolences to the Randall family for sure.
My condolences to you around.
Yeah, man, for sure. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Mangu Man. I think he's Dominican, Jails. I think
man.
Yeah, Mangu Man. He says he's tight at that we let Cornette go.
Yeah.
He said we could have much better spacing out there if we had Cornette out there. So
it's interesting. Cornette is interesting. Sometimes I do feel like I wish we'd have kept one of the Cornette or Vonleh. You
didn't want to keep Moutier, bro? It's okay. You could say that, bro. It's okay.
I was not on the Moutier train.
You could admit it. It's all right. That was your boy.
I was not on Moutier. And even if I was, he killed us on. He killed us this week.
He killed us.
He killed us. Moutier's revenge was on and popping this week.
The revenge game was crazy, man.
Even though Frank had a good game and for some reason Miller wouldn't put him back in that game either. That had me going crazy. But whatever.
Yeah.
Besides the point. I kind of like Cornette, what he could bring, but Cornette was kind of like a big man who could shoot threes but couldn't really shoot threes. It was weird. Because he had a really nice stroke, but then when you look at his percentages, he was somewhere around like the 32 or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I did like he was a smart defender. He was slow, but he can block some shots. And
he was capable. He was a smart dude. Went to Vanderbilt.
Exactly.
He's a smart dude, man.
Smart dude, spot minutes. Smart center and spot minutes.
I agree, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out. Once again, make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channels, KnicksFanTV, Nick of Time Show. This is the number one show for the fans, by the fans, in all of the NBA, JLs. No doubt about it, man. I put our show up against anybody, man. No doubt, man. All right, let's go to Pittsburgh. Let's go to the Steel City. Jack is in here. He wants to talk about Wayne Ellington. Jack, how you feeling, man?
What's up, CPJLs? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. How you doing, bro?
So, pardon me. I'm a little mad because I want to be the one to bring up Kenny and Ivan Rabb, but it's all good. But Wayne Ellington's a waste of space. That's it. That's the main point. And I think if you put out a plan,
simple to the point, man.
Boom, straight line.
I think we have enough shooting guards and enough depth at that position. I think if we get rid of Wayne Ellington, upgrade, give Kadeem the full, actually not get, never mind, cut Ivan Rabb and give Kenny a two-way, I think we'd be better. Because you play ISO more. You can give Knox some more minutes. Maybe he can get his confidence back. I just think there's no excuse that Wayne Ellington's on his team and Kenny Wooden's playing in Westchester. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, who is it? Jack. This is Jack Peters. Peters in the chat.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm Jack Murphy.
Oh, all right. No doubt, man, no doubt. Yeah, JLs. I mean, the problem with Ellington is like, yeah, we want to get him out of here. He's just not doing us any favors, man. He stinks.
Yeah, man, I didn't.
He stinks right now.
Yeah, he stinks. Like, man, like all the 3-pointers, everybody. Perry and these guys, they signed a bunch of people who's supposed to hit threes for us
and don't hit threes.
None of them hit it.
No, at a good clip.
None of them, not today.
Nah.
Well, Ellington, not ever. Bobby Portis had his game. I'll give Bobby Portis a night to have off. But it's like Wayne Ellington, for sure, he's supposed to be a really good.
That's your job.
And that's all he was here to do.
That's your job, bro.
And he has not done it.
What are you doing out here?
What are you doing? Morrison has lived up to it.
Not helping us at all, man. Not helping us at all. I saw hashtag new in your chat, Jails, but your chat just just
Kareem Grant. Shout out to Kareem Grant.
Kareem, salute, bro. Kareem, salute. Lonzo was asked by Begley about LaMelo and handling the attention in New York, and he said he's good, man. He's been in the spotlight since he was 15. So Lonzo has no doubts about LaMelo's success. I'll tell you what, though, Jails, man. Yo, LaMelo's court vision is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, his passing is not. I heard someone saying like, his passing is okay.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It's not okay.
That boy's passing is fuego,
level.
Bro. That boy's passing is fuego. Go ahead.
That is elite. It's not okay.
Yes. Nah, LaMelo's nice, man, at this young age. Obviously, his shooting's got to get it together, and we'll see where his defense holds. But this is the floor general. Again, I haven't seen enough of Cole Anthony, so I can't credit him. I do like what Tyrese Maxey's bringing out there. There's a lot of point guards in this draft, bro. No doubt about it. But I do like LaMelo's wingspan, and his vision is crazy, bro.
His vision is insane. The only knock on him, for what I know of, is his shooting isn't exactly there. But what I know is like he has like a nice little floater game, I think, around the back. So if he can get that going and set people up, he can be nice. But we still might struggle.
The shooting.
We will struggle next season shooting.
Yeah.
If we draft LaMelo Ball and then we have RJ Barrett as well.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
Until somebody develops a shot.
Facts. Still intrigued by Cole. I just got to see more. What do you guys think in the chat? Cole Anthony or LaMelo? If it came down to it, who would you take? Cole Anthony or LaMelo Ball? Leave us a comment in the chat. Curious to know what you guys think about it. All right, back to the chat. Let's go to Antoine from North Carolina. Antoine, what's going on, man?
I'm back, man.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm back. Y'all can't get rid of me, man. Look, first of all, I got a couple things to say, man. You know, every time I call up, man, you know, we get into a battle. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no different today. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Mm-hmm. Check this out, man. I love this. I'm starting to love this show even more as long as I've been watching it because I start sounding like a prophet, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially with CP. Hey, look, Jay Ellis, look, I'm going to try to come in with you tonight, man. I'm going to try to convince you, you know, of some of the things we talked about, bro.
Okay.
Look, man, again, starting back with there. All right, here we go. So here we go again. Barrett. It's going to happen. Eventually, they're going to start running the ball through him. I don't care if they do it with him coming off the bench. I don't care if they do it with him coming off the bench. Eventually, they're going to have to start running the ball through him. I do not understand why the Knicks would pick him up from Duke, saw what game he played there, and then try to turn him into a totally different guy when he gets at the pro level. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the deal with RJ. I think his shooting will come better from all of that. It'll advance. It'll advance. Mm-hmm. My number 2 point. We man, look, I'm so tired of hearing the word trade when it comes to Knicks, period. Aren't the Knicks, aren't we the worst team when it comes to trades? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that why?
Yes.
We've been in a 41-year funk.
Yeah, well, part of the problem, J. Elson and Antoine, is that Perry has yet to show that he can use some of these more flexible deals, more flexible plays, and turn them into something. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. He's been gun shy on pulling any.
He's been gun shy at the deadline.
At the trade deadline,
he's got to show that.
Getting better, considering they had a job scare a month ago.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm saying this from a semantics point. Maybe we got to get to the point where we're not focusing on the players so much, and we got to focus on the front office, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about all the trades and all the great players. I know we got that virus called Dolan as an owner, but I would have been trying to do everything in my power to get Masai Ujiri to come here to the Knicks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mills, Perry, they've had their turn just like everybody else with the Knicks has had their turn. They're garbage. They bum juice, man.
Yeah, but who's to say the Ujiri thing is out the window though, Antoine? It's not at the window by any means. I don't think it's over by any means, bro.
I'm not saying it's out the window. I'm not saying it's out the window at all, man. Look, we should throw everything at that dude to get that guy, man. Everything.
I'm on board. I'm on board, but it's not my call, man.
Come on, man. Like for one day, let's just stop talking about trades, bro. Look, we just
but you just mentioned Ujiri though, Antoine. It's gonna cost you a draft pick or two. You're going to have to trade Marcus Morris for something. That's just plain and simple. You have to. First of all, let me just put it this way with Marcus Morris. First and foremost, Jay Ellis. Remember this. Marcus Morris turned down a 3-year, $40 million deal with the Clippers. He said he bet on himself, okay? The chances of him taking another 1-year deal with this team, even though we can give him a more lump sum bag, is slim to none. JL's, he's 30 years old. He's going to look for that final multi-year deal to secure himself and his family. Do not take the words and the sentiment as anything. He but he sullied his reputation with San Antonio with the fallout. Of course, he's going to say all the right things. I want to be a Knick. I love this team, blah, blah, blah. Trade him. Plain and simple, bro. Plain and simple. If he really wants to come back, he will come back. Trade him and try to get something else. That's what I'm saying, Antoine. Trade him.
All right, so let me speak on this real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what I'm willing to do? I guarantee you 80% of Knicks fans with a logical mind that thinks logically will be like, do just that. If we gotta give up some good guys, some good picks for Masai Ujiri, then do it. The thing is what we gonna complain about, man? We've been waiting 41 years. Don't make it seem like we won a chip or was even in the playoffs 3 years ago.
Man, give me Sam Presti.
We've been waiting.
Keep my picks.
Wait.
Give me Sam Presti and keep my picks.
Hey, I'd love to do that too, JLs. I'd love to do that too, and appreciate the call, Antoine. But you can't. He wants Ujiri, JLs, but doesn't want to trade anybody.
Bust. I'm saying, give me my damn. Yo, I feel like Ujiri's gonna screw us even if we get him. like easy, like foil again, CP. We give up 2 first-round picks. 2.
Ujiri comes here and trades a number 1 pick for Danny Green.
Word. It's not like we have like 27 picks, CP. We have our own picks and 2 extra. And the 2 extra we got, we're gonna give to Ujiri? No, we can use that to climb up the draft, to package with another player, to get somebody else a point guard. We can do so much other things with those picks, man. Give me somebody else competent, man. I need Dolan, phone a friend.
Phone a
somebody
friend.
Else. Yeah, you
phone
just hired homeboy. You just hired homeboy. Talk to homeboy if you fire Scott Perry.
I'm telling you.
Who do we just hire? Who do we just?
Black. We just hired Black. Black.
Call Black for some advice if you fire this. Because please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
All I'm saying with Morris, man. Okay, this has nothing to do with his play. It has nothing to do with his character impact on the team. All of that is fantastic, JLs. He's bringing a lot to this team. At the end of the day, you get into that sentimental stuff, you will never win. You will never win, bro.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I was definitely hesitant because of what the other intangibles, because it's not just he's overperformed. He's a big leader for this locker room. As you can see from the way we play without him, it's like night and day. You want to have that there, but it's the risk of him leaving is just so damn high that you just have to like give him that pep talk and trade him to a team who doesn't want to be with long term.
Right. you gotta pull the trigger on it, man. You have to. It's a responsible thing to do. If you can. You're not trying to get rid of him for nothing. But you're trying to do business here. All right? Money talks, man. Forget all this loyalty stuff. There's no loyalty in sports, people. All right? There is no loyalty in sports, JLs. Money talks. Okay? Just like Andre Drummond. Right? Forget that Detroit loyalty stuff. He already said, I'm looking forward to free agency. He's out of there.
Yep.
So, this guy, Marcus Morris, just turned down a 3-year deal with the Clippers. His next deal, he's going to want that longevity. That multi-year deal. That security. Not longevity, that security.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't blame him for it.
No, he's been like a backup for all his career. He hasn't really gotten a bag yet, so he wants to get his one bag before he goes.
Yeah. That's a fact, man. Did we talk to Nate already? Nate, did we talk to you already? You still on the line? Did we talk to Nate already? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I haven't hit me yet.
Oh, all right. What's good, bro?
I'll try to be quick.
No, it's all good. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I got a little conspiracy. First of all, cut Wayne Ellington. Y'all started coming to my side now, finally.
Quickly.
Yeah. But so JL has brought it up, and I kind of want to touch on it a little more with Frank and his minutes, because there's no reason that, and I get it's just garbage time, so it's not really that big. But why is Elfrid Payton out there with like the last 6 minutes of the game when it's already over?
Yeah.
And Kadeem Allen, who's also on like a limited contract, right? Doesn't he have like limited days with us, like on the season?
45 days.
Like,
on
what's the
right?
point of him playing like and wasting? Yeah,
I don't get it.
Like
yeah, I think they went a little too deep with Peyton for sure. I was tired of Peyton from the first quarter. Real talk, truth be told.
And that's not my main beef, because like this is where like the little conspiracy part comes in. You hear all these rumors about Marcus Morris, and according to Knicks management, at least, we're trying to like keep on to him, hang on to him, right?
Yeah.
And then you see how we're playing Elfrid Payton and Wayne Ellington for some reason, and the Andre Drummond rumors come up, and I really think like there's a slight chance that this team might be trying to win now, and they want Elfrid Payton Andre Drummond and Marcus Morris to lead the charge.
No.
And that sounds really.
No.
That's no. Wait. I know I don't want y'all to put this in the universe, but it sounds ridiculous. But when you factor in all these things that are happening right now, it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we in more than exploratory trades for Andre Drummond? Why are we trying to hang on to Marcus Morris?
No.
Why is Albert Payne playing all these minutes? Bobby Portis. Like, yo, it's I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of freaking me out. But like, it might not be likely. But the fact that I even thought about that and that's a possibility with like this front office, like that's ridiculous, and that shouldn't have to come to that.
Let's be real.
Appreciate it, Nate. Appreciate it. Go ahead, JLs.
Let's be real. I think every Knicks fan has thought what he thought.
Yeah.
I think every Knicks fan has thought what he thought because of our track record, because we've done such stupid things in the past. Everybody has thought, here we go again. This can't be life. This is not true. I hope it's not true. I don't like every time I think about every scenario in my mind, it doesn't make sense why they would do this. So I would hope that this is all just some BS. I'm really hoping. This doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
However you cut it, when it comes to Mitch being here, the money, what Detroit is interested in,
everything.
No matter what angle you look
fit,
at, nothing makes sense.
Everything. The fit, we have no shooters for him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, in a trade, you're going to be, trading even some of your capable shooters, but we have no shooting here for him.
Like, no matter what way you slice it, on a basketball level, on a financial level, nothing makes sense from top to bottom. So I don't know what to make of this, man. I don't know.
Count me out of that one, family. Count me out of that one. If there's anyone in the chat right now that supports an Andre Drummond trade, please call us. We would like to hear from you. We will give you some ample minutes here to plead your case. Make your case. If there's anyone in the chat that supports an Andre Drummond trade, we want to hear from you. In the meantime, vote tonight in tonight's fan poll at your top upper right-hand corner. That is tonight's fan poll. Do you want to trade for Andre Drummond? Yes or no? Leave us a comment in the chat. I'm curious to see. That's tonight's fan poll, man.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, man. Salute to Ken Scott in the chat. G. Andrezzi, what's going on? Apple fanboy, always one of the first ones in here. Tier Morris, what's going on? Joe Foinding, what's going on? Omar Ali. JL, so you want to shout out in your chats, man?
John Talento over here, chat hopping as usual. Shout out to
John's always like one of the first ones in here, man. He's a loyal listener.
It tells everybody salute to the chat. The shout out to John. Agent Super Argo, shout out to you. Edward Sterling, Ricardo Custer, Craig Williams, one of the top KLT supporters. Shout out to you.
Craig.
Yeah, man. Brian Wilford. I saw they called me Tack in here earlier.
Tack.
Yeah.
What up, Tack?
Shout out to my guys, regulars, Hinton Murphy. All you guys, man. Shout out to the chat.
Yes, sir. And everybody, throw your cities in the chat, man. Where you guys viewing from? Where you guys tuning in from? Throw your cities in the chat. To all the troops out there, man, hold your head. Thank you for your service and make sure you be safe, especially in this day and age, JLs. We definitely want to show love to the troops. Anybody that's watching and supporting us.
Super love.
Yeah, man, to get through your days. We appreciate you. Let's go to the land down under, JL. Let's just hear from Ryan from Australia. He wants to talk Knicks, man. Ryan, how you feeling, man? Cheers, bro.
Straight.
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate. How are you guys?
Yeah, pretty good, man. What's your points for tonight?
I just want to talk about why is Wayne Ellington getting minutes when we have a guy by the name of Kenny Wooten in the G League? Why is he even out there? Cut him.
Let's just cut our ties, right? I mean, like I've been saying, past couple of shows, I just think they're trying to trade him. There's no other explanation why he would be getting these minutes just off a whim like that, JLs. I think they're trying to get something for him, and they probably are making calls, and their calls are probably not being returned.
Yeah, because it's like, look what we have here: 20 minutes a game, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 1 assist.
Yeah, they may want to rethink that strategy, man. But go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like good luck trading. Like good luck trading Wayne Ellington. Like he's a 3-point shooter who can't shoot.
Yeah.
What are the odds, man? He's been shooting well every year of his career, except when he comes to us. Ain't that some Knicks shit right there?
Yeah, he thinks he's Ray Allen.
Yeah. You know, like Jay Ellis said, man. Wayne has been shooting the ball fairly well before he got here. I just think now he's certainly pressing, and he's just not very good at much right now, man. Appreciate the call, Ryan. Ryan calling from Australia, Jay Ellis.
Not built from New York, I guess.
Man. Yeah. And hope everybody, once again, everybody in Australia dealing with the wildfires down there. We hope you guys are in good spirits and not affected by that too much. You know what I mean? So to everybody in the chat once again. Let's go to Q. My guy Q's in here. Q, what's going on, man? How you feeling, bro?
Yo, man, I'm doing good, but I'm in rain. It's like raining like cats and dogs down here.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
I had to hear the show, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, love the show, man. It makes me feel like, I don't want to drink. Y'all keep me straight, so
good.
It's good.
Good.
But got a couple of points. What's interesting is that we seem like the only team in the NBA that has the worst coaching staff of like all time every year, because you see how teams have like shooter coaches and shooting coaches and defensive coaches and all these extra guys that do great for their players. We never have that. We never have anything like that. So
hey, we got Moutier right last year, all right?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, and then that was Fizz. That was a personal thing for Fizz, man. Moutier
that was his pet project,
us, but I haven't heard Moutier doing nothing else, man. So yeah, we're gonna get you right, kid, and he got himself right out of the door. So I don't want to hear Fizz ever again, man. That guy's ridiculous. But I just feel like we don't saying things. Oh my God, what the hell is Knox doing? What the hell is Frank doing? Or what the hell is this guy doing? We're going back and forth, driving ourselves crazy. We need better coaching staff. Like RJ, he's got to have some shooting guru with him to get that shot right.
Yeah,
that'll get things right for us, and hopefully we can do something like that. So that's one of my points, man.
Yeah.
Another point is, I want to see Kenny Wooten just to see him block shots. That's really it. I just want to see him throwing stuff and catching lobs and doing all that crazy stuff. So that's really, my points on the night, man.
All right.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Appreciate the call, Q. Have a good weekend, man. Be safe out there, man. Yeah, I definitely want to see Kenny up, JLs. I mean, listen, let's not overrate the kid like he's the second coming of Abdul-Jabbar. But
CP, what do you mean?
But we would like to see some more defense out there and some more rim protection. And I think that's what Kenny can give us, man.
Yeah, I want to see more rim protection when Mitch is not in the game. And just for fun, I would like to see him and Mitch out there together in like an end of game.
A little twin situation. Towers, yeah.
Yeah, like, ooh, all Knicks need to win the game is one stop.
Yeah.
Type of situation. And put Mitch in there with Frank and Wooten and Dotson and somebody else.
Facts. A little twin towers, man.
Yeah, that'd be nice to see.
So, my guy S-Dog hit me on Instagram. And he was like, he wanted to show a comparison because he was tired of all the hate on all young guys. He wanted to show a comparison of Kev in his first year against like Kawhi Leonard. So I threw a little comparison on Basketball Reference. I threw Kev in there, Kawhi Leonard, Brandon Ingram, Paul George, and Siakam. I mean, the thing is when you do these comparisons, like it's just stats. Like you can't just look at the stats alone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very misleading. Yeah.
Now, you look at what did I look at anyway? You look at the field goal percentage and look at the minutes, and then you try to see And that helps you, but then without watching the game sometimes.
Right. It doesn't give you, like, obviously with Ingram, he was in a much different situation with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Paul George was definitely, you know, it was Danny Granger's team with the Pacers. Right. You know, Siakam was coming up. I mean, field goal percentage wise, if you compare Knox to these three guys, I mean, he was way lower. You know, 37%. Paul George was shooting 45% in his rookie year. Ingram 40%, 28 minutes a game. You know, Ingram and Knox basically was neck and neck in terms of minutes a game. Knox started more games than all of them. Siakam was shooting 50% from the field at 15 minutes a night.
See, when I see something like that, I'm like, oh, Siakam might be good.
Yeah.
Then you also look at usage rate as well, like how much, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's go to usage. Let's go to usage and see what's going on here. Usage rate, Knox was at 22%. Rest of these guys were in the teens. Paul George is at 17, Ingram 16, Kawhi 14, Pascal 13.
Okay.
Offensive defensive rating, he was definitely last among all of them.
Yikes.
His rookie season.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that'll certainly give you a little hint. I mean, offensive rating, he was a 93.
Right.
Highest of the group was 119 with Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's also hard. That can also change too, depending on who's around you. If your whole team sucks at defense, and then you suck, then your defensive rating is gonna go up. You saw that with Frank too. There's 1 year Frank who had the best pick and roll defense in the NBA, but he had he was being backed up by Porzingis.
Right, exactly.
So he was able to contain and be more aggressive with the ball handler more. And
get cheat more because he knew he had that backup, and that's what I'm saying. Like you can't just compare players and their statistics alone because there's so much more that you're missing. You know, stats alone doesn't tell the story.
Exactly. The next year, Frank, people were saying, "Oh, he's not a good defender." Well, the team as a whole defensively wasn't good, so now anything he does doesn't look good.
It's going to reflect poorly in the stats for sure. For sure. You know, obviously one thing it can tell you is that you just want to be more patient with these guys' development.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't mean that Kev is going to come around like all these guys because all these guys I'm naming are you know, George and Leonard are superstars. Siakam is coming there and Ingram looks like he's on his way. It doesn't mean Kev is going to get there. Right. But it just means that you got to have patience to see how it turns out. You just never know.
Just never know.
You
I
know
mean,
what I mean?
it is one thing I can say when you look at these guys' numbers is when you look at their 3-point percentage, 29% for Paul George, 29% for Brandon Ingram, 14% for Rossi. Like when you look at those and you know what those guys are doing now.
Right.
Brandon Ingram's at 40%. Paul George is considered like one of the great 3-point shooters now. It's kind of automatic. All right. Well, 3-point shooting can turn around.
Yeah, right. You have your hopes. You have your hopes. So
and you always kind of like, and I always say, well, I always thought that Frank would be a good shooter. Is free throw percentage. I always look at the percentage. Say if he shoots a decent to good free throw percentage, his shooting will come around eventually. These guys already shooting. George 76% from the free throw line. Brandon Ingram 62. Wow.
Yeah.
And
that makes
it even more impressive.
62% from the free throw line, man.
That makes it even more impressive.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm kind of scared for RJ, but I'm just hoping, I'm staying patient that he's going to turn it around.
Exactly.
Staying patient that he's going to turn it around, man. But interesting to compare and ponder. Dan from Long Island's with us. Dan, how you feeling, man?
Hey, man, thanks for putting me on tonight.
Happy Friday, bro.
Just a couple. Yeah, you too, man. Friday Night Knicks, man, was not what I expected it to be tonight. But
Miss G.
but here's the thing, you talk about Drummond, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no parts of Drummond, and the reason why is if you look at him, let's be honest about his attributes, right? He's an incredible rebounder. He's young, and he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah,
and I think those are three things which make him valuable. He's still relatively young.
Yes.
The problem is he has a player option, right?
Yep.
So if the Knicks really want him and we really want him, he can opt out this summer. We can give him a 4-year deal. We don't have to give up anything, right?
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's what we want to do, but I'm just saying that we can get him without giving up Jack. You know, because you got to pay him. Because even if you get him in here, you got to pay him. Because to give up what we're going to have to give up, and then let him take a player option for next year, then him walks away. We're not 1 year away. We're 3 years away.
Exactly.
So to me, if you want to sign Drummond, you know, these people, you know, the agents talk to the players back door or whatever, to the company or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you let them know, hey, listen, if you're sitting there in June and you opt out, this is what's here for you. And to me, if that, I see no reason to give up anything if you want Drummond. I think he's a quality player. He will certainly help us. He will give Mitch some breathing room. You know what I mean? It'd be good to see more than one person in the, you know, on the block or in the paint trying to rebound for this team, especially with the amount of threes we miss. So, you know, I don't think he's a bad guy to get, but I don't think he's worth giving anything up for if he wants to come here. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is on Knox. You know, I go back and forth on Knox because he is only 19 or whatever. He's a kid, 20, whatever he is. You know, he should be a junior at Kentucky right now. But here's the problem I have with him. When he went up in the first half and he got that shot caught, I mean, two cats came over and caught that two-hand, almost like what Kenny did the other night. Caught his shot at the rim. The rest of the night, it was almost like, all right, I tried to get to the rim. I couldn't do it. So, you know, I'm going to stop being aggressive. And that's, to me, that's scary because, you know, what I want is a cat who's going to say, hey, listen, all right, I didn't get there first time, but I'm too good just to be a jump shooter. We didn't draft him in the lottery to be a spot-up shooter. We don't need, you know, Trent Tucker. We need a guy who can get to the rim, a guy who can hit you, who can knock it down from 15, and a kid who can hit it from the 3-point range. When you're taking a guy 19 in the draft, that's what you expect. He has the tools to do all three, but it just seems like he just doesn't have. I don't know what you guys think. That's just my opinion.
Exactly, his confidence is shaking. 100%. His confidence is shaking, man. But also on the defensive end though, too, Dan. I mean, he's looking lost, boy. Lost, man. Lost.
No, I agree, and it's not like it's a complicated system we have. But guys, here's the other thing too, and I'm curious what guys in the chat think. I know what you guys think. You know, people get on the phone and we talk about players. The reality is, you know, if you bring up anybody, that you know, you always get someone who says, "Oh, he's good." You know, Dot's good, and Peyton. Listen, guys, we've got to turn over 2/3 of his roster. You know, you can tell me they're good because you know, if when you're watching a team, you like players, but like you said before, it's a business. You know, the reality is 2/3 of this roster can't be here if we're going to be a 45-win team. That's just the fact. So, and the last thing I just want to point out is, and I'm also to blame, so I'm going to check myself on this. I said I wanted to see the young guys play, but tonight without Randall and Morris, that was tough. And for anybody out there who paid for a ticket,
you got what you wish for, man. It was ugly.
If you paid for a ticket, man, that's right. If you paid for a ticket tonight, you deserve a lot of credit, man, because I almost bought one. Thank God. I'm glad I stayed home on the couch. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I'm enjoying the show.
Have a good weekend, man. See you soon, man. Take care, bro.
Life without the Morris.
Factuals, man.
And Randall's, man.
Without no Morris, no Randall. You see what's going on.
Everybody loves to hate Randall, but man.
Yeah. You know, when Dan says, you know, we got to turn over the roster, it's, again, I said it last show, Jay. It's a nature versus nurture thing. You know what I mean? Do these kids have it in them, or do they need to be coached? And do we have the patience to ride it through to see who's going to stick and who doesn't?
Nope.
That's the gamble of building a team. That's why it's so hard to win in the NBA, JLs. That's why it's so complicated to win in the NBA, because you just don't know. It's just not an exact science. I mean, if you can find that chart of the Toronto Raptors last year and where everybody was drafted, including Kawhi Leonard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't any lottery picks, man.
Nope. It was.
Or where was Kyle? I got to look again. Where was Lowry? I don't remember.
Lowry was almost on the Knicks a few years ago for Iman Shumpert.
Right. So it's just hard, man. It's just hard, you know? Again, and then you turn that roster over, you lose some of these young guys, they go to other teams and play better, and it's just like, oh, well, we don't develop our players.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
I mean, that's part of the reason why they have so many veterans here in the first place. Right. Because I feel like they saw, and I'm pretty sure Fizdale was complaining that he was teaching people things, and without enough people to show how to do it properly, the young guys wouldn't be able to pick up on it. So that's why we even have so many veterans in the first place. I still feel like we overdid it a little bit, but that's why they're here. They're here to force that process. Their mindset is, with veterans here, it would be more nurture. And it's because they don't feel like the nature thing wasn't happening.
Right, right. I agree, man. I'm trying to find that chart. I don't know if you remember that when the finals came on and they showed the Raptors roster and where they were drafted.
Oh, it was like second rounder,
right?
G League call up. Yeah, it was like half their team.
Right. I'm trying to find that. Not sure if I can find it within time. But yeah, that's just the bottom line. It's not an exact science, man. Okay, here we go. Raptors are the NBA champions with the lowest draft selections ever, probability wise. I'm trying to pull it up. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up button for some education. Okay.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Number of lottery picks on a team for NBA champions. The most was the 93 Bulls with 9.
Man.
The least, the 2014 San Antonio Spurs with 1, and I'm assuming that's only going to be Tim Duncan, obviously. Yep. The 2019 Toronto Raptors had 0.
That's crazy.
0 JLs.
Woo.
0. Most was the Bulls with 3. Well, sorry, with 9 in 93. So obviously that was Jordan. I gotta think who else was a high pick. Cartwright, I'm sure, was a top pick. I gotta think who else they had, but obviously the Bulls had 9. Let's go with some other teams. What about Detroit? I'm sure that Detroit team didn't have much. Dallas, 2011 Dallas had 8. Interesting. Golden State 2015, 7. But yeah, Toronto Raptors 2019, 0, bro.
That's crazy. 0.
They had only 5 first-rounders on their team, which was the lowest total since the Spurs in 99. Kawhi was 15th. OG Anunoby was 23rd. Kyle Lowry, 24th. Ibaka, 24th. Siakam, 27th.
Woo.
94 Rockets, low. 89 Detroit Pistons, low.
Man, and they just coached them. Throw them through G League.
Sometimes it's just fit, man. It's fit. It's coaching. It's a little bit of everything. It's luck.
A little bit fit coaching and luck.
You gotta get lucky, man.
How many was this close to being shipped out? CP?
Yeah, and they had the most undrafted with 6. The last year's Raptors, the most undrafted with 6.
6 players undrafted. Everybody else in the 20s when it came to the lottery.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Now, it's not an exact science, you know what I mean? It's not to say that we try to do that and get the same, you know? You just don't know, man.
Just don't know.
You just don't know. What do you guys think about that in the chat, man? Leave us a comment on that. Let us know your thoughts. Pranav says Raptors had competent management. That's true. That's true, but that doesn't always get you anywhere. There's a ton of teams building the right way, Jay Ellis, that don't, gamble their draft picks away, that don't mortgage their future. They go in, they're terrible. They get top lottery picks. Minnesota Timberwolves, right? Sixers, Milwaukee Bucks.
Sometimes just get close.
Right? Phoenix Suns.
Mm-hmm.
What have the Timberwolves done since they got KG in 1990, 6?
Yeah.
Or Steph was 9'6", so KG was probably 9'5".
Yeah, not much. I mean, they got Cat, they got Wiggins, who was supposed to be the next big thing since sliced bread. And they got Jimmy Butler. You think, oh, certainly that's going to put you over, and they never really got there. Yeah.
It's not an exact science, man.
Not exact science. Sam Presti got close.
Yeah, yeah. Look at what OKC's doing right now, having a solid season. We thought they were going to be down the tubes.
Nope. Chris Paul was healthy. That helps a lot.
That helps a lot. That helps a lot for sure.
Chris Paul is sit 40 games. All of a sudden, you're a playoff team.
In the West. In the West.
In the West, exactly.
In the West. look at both of these teams. Look at the Knicks and the Pelicans tonight. You know, the Pelicans, both of these teams are ranked 14th in their respective conferences. They're at the bottom of each conference.
Yeah.
And this team came in here and bulldozed us.
Yeah, well, all due respect, Pelicans 14 is a little bit rougher.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're on a crazy win streak. What, 7 out of 10 or something in the West?
Yeah. Wayne Peoples, Memphis Grizzlies supposed to be rebuilding this year. Look where the Grizzlies are at. They're creeping up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just tough, man. I just think bottom line, we just gotta be patient. You know, will this regime be that regime that's gonna build these guys up? We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Time will tell.
I'm a little fearful of the patience of the front office.
Yeah.
And what role their losing their job might play into making decisions.
Hey, one thing's for sure: do not bring Andre Drummond in here, man.
Hell no.
That's it. Do not bring Andre Drummond in here, man. But with that being said, JLs, let's get out of here, man. Let's sign off. We had a good show. Good calls as usual. Go ahead and sign out, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Thanks for everybody who follows you on the Nick of Time show. Definitely check out the latest episodes. But that is up. Got up a little bit late, but technical difficulties. Finally figured it out. But man, Alex Wolf was on the last pod from Locked On. So definitely check that out. It's on YouTube right now. You can also check it out on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes. All those places, just Google Nick of Time Show. Don't forget the Nick of Time Show, and you will find us. Rate us, man. Rate us too on iTunes. It's going to help us out. Trying to get some sponsorship going. Also, if you write blogs, you want to check out our blogs, definitely check out our latest blogs on the nickoftimeshow.com. Our guy, Dave, man. KnicksFanTV Dave wrote an article that's up recently, and it will be another article up tomorrow morning from my guy, Ken. So shout out to you guys as well. And also follow me on all social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. The Nick of Time Show on Instagram. The KOT Show on Twitter. That is all. Also check out the suit. My bad. Check out you gotta get that Maple Mentality, Mambo Maple Mentality shirt as well as on NickOfTimeShow.com. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Yes, sir. Good show, my dude, JLs.
Right.
And salute to everybody who tuned in tonight, man. Another tough loss. 123-111. Knicks go down at home to New Orleans Pelicans. Quick announcement: the Knicks versus Nets premium fan experience has been sold out. If you're still interested, leave me a comment in the chat or email. We'll see if we can get some more tickets for you guys. But right now, it's sold out. This show is available in audio podcast format: Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. Like JL said, if you please leave us a review on iTunes, it just helps us to promote the show. We need your help to promote the show. You do your part, we'll do our part, and together we're gonna make this thing a tremendous for the fans, by the fans experience. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Merch. Get your merch in the video description below, and share these videos. Lastly, text a friend, text a family member if you're new in the chat. Anyone who loves basketball, let them know about KnicksFanTV, man. It's number one show for the fans, by the fans. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, and we definitely appreciate all of the support that you guys show us. Loss after loss, L after L.
Yeah, man.
It's all love, man. Omar Ali, Pranav, all the mods, Cleet Sinclair, Dave, Apple Fanboy, TM, John Talento, always the first in the chat, Tact, Robert Parrish, Alex Collins checking in from Ireland. Everybody, man. JL, so you want to shout out, man?
So shout out to Nug E Fresh. Hey, Rip came in here late. But you here, though. It's all right. You can catch the replay. Nug E Fresh, they call me Tact, Agent Super Argo, Brian Wilford, Craig Williams, as always, Ricardo Custer, Enzo 954, Floki. Shout out to you, Floki. Anu Diaz. Shout out to everybody, man. Hinton Murphy, everybody. Shout out to everybody who watched the show today.
Yes, sir, man. I gotta go edit some more content, but tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, remember 12 p.m. noon. We will have my guy Chris from Ridiculous Upside. We'll talk a little bit of G League. Gonna be a short show, but we'll get his thoughts on Lamar Peters, Kenny Wooten, and just get some more education on the whole process in terms of calling the G League guys up and who could be on the way out of Westchester, man. So tune in tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see you guys, man. Peace.